好，米勒来了。米勒，听得清楚我的声音吧？
我听你。
好，听得到。对，汉娜也来了。汉娜，
对
听得清楚我的声音吗？
对，
听得清楚。对，好，好。泰利，
Last,
对，
did you get my vocab, the stroke order for my vocab?
I believe so. I believe
Okay,
so.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure.
Okay. Yeah, I would later on send you a notice
Okay.
confirming the receipt.
Okay, thank you.
好，不客气。对，好。特利今天怎么样？
老师好，我很好。
很好啊。对，Harry 今天怎么样？
今天很好。
今天也很好啊。对，好。米勒这个星期怎么样？
我的信息很好。
这个星期很好啊。对，好。那汉娜的这个星期怎么样？
这个星期我很忙，
很忙啊。都忙什么？
我有很多作业，
有很多作业啊。都做完了吗？
我有很多，
很多。都做完了。完 finish complete 啊，都做完了。
对，
啊，
一点儿
都做啊，好，对，那个一切做完了。对，好。泰利这个星期怎么样？
这个星期我的课和作业稍微少一点。
你的课和作业都少一些啊。对，好。对，所以你一定很高兴。
Yeah， 我
一定很高兴。对，好。嘉旭听得到我的声音吗？
马马虎虎，我马马虎虎。
马马虎虎啊。好。对，嘉旭今天怎么样？
不错。
今天不错。对，这个星期呢？
This weekend or okay。
这个星期呢是 the week。
哦。
So looking back。对啊，这个星期。
哦，今天星期。
这个星期就是 this week。What has gone by？ 怎么样？
我不知道。
好，不知道。对啊，因为这个星期呢，凯西来了。对，
对不起，老师，我的
对
I guess is 很不好。
好，对，凯西今天怎么样？
今天很好。
今天很好啊。这个星期呢？
这个星期也很好。
也很好。
但是我的 roommate 生日。
哦，你的的同屋。对，
同屋
same room 啊 room。对，同屋生日啊。今天吗？
对，今天
是今天啊。所以你们要庆祝啊 celebrate 啊，要庆祝。
我们吃蛋糕。
你们今天吃蛋糕。对，
蛋糕。
好，对，好。我们下周二有个生词小考啊。对， next 下周三 next Wednesday, we should have our third quiz. That would be the vocab quiz, okay, on chapter 28. Okay, Joshua, I was saying that next Wednesday we're going to have the third quiz. That's a vocab quiz, okay, on chapter 28. 对，然后呢，你们这个也有录音的这个作业啊。Once you are done with the recording of the sentences, okay, you can send me either by email, okay, 或者呢，sent to Canvas, post, uploaded to Canvas 这个样子，对，所以这是这个我们的要做的作业功课好，那今天呢，我们就开始看我们的这个语法。我们语法呢，还有一部分 ，there's a little part, yeah, that we need to finish in the grammar section. 对，我们今天要讲的句型呢，是一个反问句In Chinese, 反 means opposite. Okay, 问 okay means question. Literally means opposite question. Okay, that means something like tag question. Okay, 这个反问句呢 ，it's actually meant to be a rhetorical question, okay? Not really used to find out a fact, okay? As you normally do, okay? And when a person is more or less aware of a fact, then one poses this type of a rhetorical question actually for emphasis. 比如 for example, okay, using the word we learned in the previous chapter, 比如那个今天不是星期五吗？So 不是吗 okay, in the negative form of verb to be, okay, 不是 And then at the end of a sentence, as expected, okay, in a question, you will see the particle ma, okay? But ma, in this case, when it's used, the negative form of 不是, okay, it simply, okay, actually emphasizes the idea that it's Friday. Cannot be any other weekday. Okay, so that's the only purpose. It's not that in this case, me as a speaker isn't aware for the date, okay, of the week. It's just that I'm trying to emphasize it's Friday. Good day for celebrating. 这个星期快完了，so the purpose 对，好，所以呢 ，in this section you get to see the pattern using 不是吗 or you can use the other interactive particles like 怎么。好 okay, or 哪儿 where, okay, so we might as well, okay, use these two words to interactive particles, okay, for in a sentence, okay, like 我怎么会有爸爸大？How could I be 大 in this case referring to the age. Okay? So you can better translate that to older. How can I be older than my father? So it's not a question about a fact. It's actually a statement about one's focal point. Okay, so it's the same thing applies to 哪儿? Okay, where? Okay. So basically, okay, you get a sense of what this rhetorical question is about. Okay. 好，那 we can 看看例子 ，look at example。第一个例子，对，米勒念念啊 ，the first example。
大卫不是美国人吗？
对对 ，yeah, you have a particle 嘛 used along with the negative form of 是，不是嘛 that means that he knows he's American. What's going on?
Right.
对 so it's not used to find out a fact, but just for emphasis. 好，第二句，对，汉娜念念啊。
你不是喜欢中国书法吗？
对，很好。意思是什么？汉娜翻一翻啊。
You don't like Chinese calligraphy?
That means actually, literally, that means don't you like Chinese calligraphy? So, and implied, okay, yes, sure. 好，在下边第三句 ，Harry 念念啊。
加拿大糖不是很有特色吗？
对，很好。The new words from this chapter， 对，什么意思 ？Harry 翻一翻。
Isn't Canadian candy very special?
对，so everybody knows, okay, apparently. 好，在第四句加序念念啊。
你不是参加过
参观 visit 参观对
过美
术
对美术restaurant
对
yeah
馆
美术馆啊
对馆呢 it used okay in that combination with food okay means restaurant and here okay it's used along with 美术 fine arts so it means museum okay. Fine arts okay so it's literally it means a building 好什么意思加序翻一翻
Have you never been to what a Chinese, not American restaurant?
美术 fine arts painting
对不起
没关系 so again it's a rhetorical question that means haven't you already visited the Museum of Fine Arts? What are you doing here again? So it means it's a kind of emphasis. And then the other interactive particles, the first one with 哪儿 凯西念念啊
这哪儿是小纪念品？
对，很好啊。Using 哪儿对，in a rhetorical question 对。好，这一句什么意思？凯西翻一翻。
Does it mean like, isn't this your little souvenir?
对，好，哪儿呢？In this case, okay, that means
Like which one?
yeah, as indicated in the parenthesis, okay, that means this is not okay in the negative, okay. So with哪儿, okay, the negative sense, okay, is suggested, okay, and since 不是, there's a negative, okay, form, okay, in the question, and so the positive is suggested. 不是美国人吗? It's a negative form of question. So the positive answer is suggested. Okay, yes, you are an American. Okay, and so here 哪儿, okay, it's basically, okay, a question, okay, where, okay, so the negative, okay, is actually suggested in the answer. That negative is someone, okay, who is aware of, okay, so that means this is not a small souvenir, okay, it's used in a text, okay, that's a Chinese way of saying things, 小意思, little token when they present their gift, where the gift in an envelope may be a 百万的支票, $1 million check. They will still say 小意思, little token. Then the rhetorical question, 这哪儿是小纪念品? How could this be just a little token? 对，好，第二句这个泰利念念啊。
我哪儿有你说的那么漂亮？
对，好，什么意思？
Like, how would I speak it as eloquently as you? Or like, basically, something like, I don't speak it as eloquently as you.
Oh, 说的呢, as a modifier used here to modify the expression 漂亮, pretty. Okay? So you can actually.
Oh, wait, so it's saying
yes.
like, 说意思就是 how am I as pretty as you say I am?
对, the better word would be as, okay, as you said. Okay. So it's used to describe pretty. Okay. So again, it's a neutral interrupted particle, and so the negative meaning, okay, is implied. Okay, that a negative aspect, okay, is what the speaker has in mind. 好，第三句，米勒，再念念第三句。对，
朋友送的礼物，怎么？
对，怎么？
怎么会不喜欢呢？
对since the rhetorical question uses negative, and so that becomes a double negative. Okay, that means a positive answer is implied here. So 什么意思?
Like, did your friend like not already give you your gift?
喜欢呢 like 对，朋友送的 the phrase before the, okay, again as the modifier connected to what is modified construction. Okay, so you can translate the modified object in this case, gift, 礼物 first. So you say, the gift a friend or my friend gave me. Okay, 怎么会不喜欢? Okay, how can I not like the gift my friend gave me? Okay, so the answer is, okay, of course, double negative. Yes, I like. 这个样啊。好，这个反问句 rhetorical question 这个部分有没有问题？没问题啊，好，没问题。我们看看联动句啊，a sentence with two verbs, okay, more than one. Okay, this sentence actually is very common in English. Okay, so we don't even need to go over the construction. I went to the library to study. So you got two verbs in a sentence. Okay, so the same thing in Chinese. Okay, 这中文一样。好，我们看第一个例子啊。我 read the first example. 汉娜念念啊。
他现在没有书看。
对，很好。Okay, so there are two verbs. The first one is 没有, or negative, to have not. And then the second verb is to read. And kind of, we have mentioned it actually is used in a good number of meaning senses. Okay, so here it's used in a sense to read. Okay, 好，这一句什么意思，汉娜？
Right now he has not read the book.
没有 has no books.
Okay.
Yeah, no books. And then you have a verb to read. So, 没有书. Okay. If
right now he has no books to read.
Yeah, if you want to negate the action, hasn't read, okay, then you would need to place the verb right after hasn't. Okay? So in that case, you have two verbs closely connected to each other. 好，第二句 ，Harry 念念第二句啊。
学生们星期天有很多练习要做。
对对，好，这句什么意思
？On Sunday, the student has a lot of practice to do.
对，好，对，那练习的话 also refers to exercise, homework, assignments. You probably will be a little bit surprised to see, oh, on Sunday. 因为在中国 China 呢 basically most people somehow have no concept of God. So of course, for that matter, they have no concept of the Sabbath. And they tend to pack as many things as they can possibly do into Sunday. So you will see that normally the clinics will be jam-packed with people. So that's the reason why you get to see this kind of a sentence. You have noticed that with 没有 now when you have the verb at the end, normally the second verb indicates the purpose. Okay. 好，第三句，家旭念念。
我们 又以介绍礼物要送给他们。
对，你们。
你们对。
对，好，没关系。对，这一句什么意思
？We have a little gift to give all of you.
对对啊 ，literally 啊，yeah, we want to give you 啊，give you all 对啊，在这一句的话 ，again you have actually three verbs. Okay, want to give. Okay, after to have the first one. 好，第四句，凯西念念啊。
我没有更好的礼物送给大卫。
对，很好。这一句什么意思
I don't have a better gift than what I gave Dawe.
对对，to give to 大卫啊，对，好。Again, it's used in the context. It's just a small token. Don't have better gift, but after you open up the envelope, it's a $1 million check. So that's just the common practice in China. 好，第五题，泰丽念念啊。
我有一个问题想问问你。
对，什么意思
？I have a question for you.
对 literally, okay, to ask you, okay. 好，这个句型呢，这个英文也有，所以呢，应该不难啊。那下边有个句型呢，这个我们提过了啊。The next pattern, okay, that the grammar, okay, section has, okay, is about we have mentioned the resultative compound, okay. So we would go over the pattern a little bit. Okay, it's a simple one. 对 Basically, this pattern is actually the construction of two verbs. Okay, let's down verb one. Okay, like the character to beat. Okay, as in 打电话. Okay, or to hit. Okay, and then in this case, okay, what we have in the grammar section is after the first verb, okay, we have the particle the. Okay, and then after the particle the, okay, then you can use a second verb or an adjective. Since we have mentioned in Chinese, an adjective functions like a verb. So in this case, we can use 开. Okay. And the second verb or an adjective in this construction, okay, 开, actually indicates the result of the first action. So first action is to hit, to beat, okay? And then the result is after you hit it, you beat it, then it opens up. Okay? And so in the text of the book, okay, 打开礼物, you have the expression. 礼物. Yeah, this expression, okay, 打开礼物呢, it means that you literally first try to hit it a little bit, knock it a little bit. Okay. It indicates it's kind of a process that requires attention, okay, especially you don't want to rip apart the wrapping paper. Normally when you open up the gift, okay, you tend to look around a little bit. Okay. So that is used in that sense. Okay, it requires some kind of attention, and then 开, it's a result. So 打开礼物, okay, that means one eventually open up the gift. Okay, and the 的 would indicate whether one is able or not to do. Okay. Whether one succeeds or fails in doing, okay, the thing as suggested by the first verb, 打. Okay. If the gift for some reason is so well packed, let's see, it's in case a secret weapon, okay, and no matter how you try, then you simply can't or could not open it. So then you have the expression 打不开. Okay, and if the result is a success, you would use 的打得开. Okay. And so 的 can be the possessive 的, or it can be the 的 also indicating to obtain. Okay, so either one is acceptable. Okay. And the expression, okay, with to obtain, okay, tends to be more common in mainland China. Okay, but elsewhere, both are acceptable. So basically, that's the construction. Two verbs or one verb, one adjective, which actually functions like a verb. Okay, with the 的 indicating able or unable, success or failure. 好，我们看书上的例子. Now we can look at the example. 对，第一个例子 that's a short phrase. 对，that's another round. 对，米勒念念啊。
茶馆。
with section 4. 对，上开
okay.
resultative compound. 对
Sorry. Okay.
Have, yeah, the phrases, very short phrases in a sentence of explanation. 对
Okay.
First one.
Guan.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, 关上门. Okay. 上 uses verb means to go up. Okay. And 关 means to close. Okay. So 关上门, that means you are able to close the door. The result is that you have closed the door. And of course, 在德州 in Texas, this is a useful expression. Okay. You probably have experienced, okay, when you close the door during the dry season. That's the past few months. Okay. 门呢关不上. You have to use a negative form. Okay. Even though you try to close it, but the result is the door wouldn't close, wouldn't shut tight. Okay? So that's the usefulness of resulted compound. Okay? And now after a good amount of rain, okay, in the past few days, the door now closes very nicely. 关得上. So that's what the phrase means. 关上门. 好，在下边啊，汉娜念念下边啊，一个片语。
Which one?
After 关上门, the second phrase in Chinese.
戴上围巾。
对，戴上围巾啊。对，什么意思？
戴 I don't.
对，戴 means to put on, to wear. Okay. Both are from the verb and the noun. Okay, are from the vocab of this chapter. To put on the scarf. Okay. 好， so 戴 and 上. Okay. Both are verbs. Okay, and the second verb indicates a result. You are able to put it on, to wrap it on. Okay. 好，第三个字，对 Harry 念念啊。
写上名字。
对，很好。什么意思
？Write down your name.
对对啊，对。上呢 literally mean on. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Go up. Okay. So write down in this case. Okay. Implied in the Chinese expression. Okay. Write the name. Okay. On something. 好，在下边加序，念念啊。
带上的护照。
对，带上护照。Okay. Again, 上 verb indicates result. Okay. 什么意思
I know 护照 is passport, right?
对对。好。带。
Does that mean give or bring?
Yeah, bring the passport. Okay, and of course, it implied that sometimes you try to bring it, but you forget it. 好， then there is also the example, okay, with 开 to open that I just mentioned. Okay. 好，下边第一个例子，凯西念念啊。
打开书。
对，打开书，什么意思
？To break open the book.
对对，打开书啊。好，在下边泰利念念啊。
切开苹果。
对，切开苹果啊，什么意思
？Cut open the apple.
对对 ，and the 开呢 indicates the result. Okay. 在最后一个 and then 米勒念念啊。
Sorry, there's flies out here.
Nasty creatures.
Woman Zainar.
The last phrase, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ban Kai. No, not 桌子。
对，桌子啊，对 ，desk 啊，什么意思？对 ，move the desk. Okay, so kind of indicates the result. After you move the desk, then there is supposed to be a space created that open up between the desk and whatever. Okay, and the second phrase, I didn't get to explain. Okay, to open the book. If you think of modern books, then you begin to wonder what's going on with the Chinese. Why do they have to beat the book or hit the book in order to open it up? All you have to do is to lift your finger, and then there you go. But the ancient Chinese book is actually wrapped up very much like a gift. There's a very fancy box, and outside the fancy box, there are very sophisticated buttons, if you like. Okay, you have to study how the buttons work. Okay, and then you will move the box. Okay, so that's the reason why they use da. Okay, it requires attention, effort. Okay, 好，这最后一个句型啊，这个句型有没有什么问题？没什么问题，那没什么问题，我们就可以开始看课文啊。对 ，as usual, now we can start our study of the text. Okay. 好，第一句，汉娜念啊。
今天是中秋节，中国人喜欢大家在一起过着这个节日。今天我们也一起过。
对，好。The word somewhat toward the middle of the second part, okay, 全家，全 meaning entire, whole, okay. It has the roof of a shack, okay. And under the roof of a shack, we have mentioned 3 horizontal strokes, okay, indicating 3 different layers of the soil or ground, okay, and that's a character, okay. By itself, in the independent form, there is a little dot between the second and third layers, okay, and that's a character indicating jade. So the whole character means that a person has found the precious gem, jade in this case, okay, and put up a shack, okay, to somehow dig up all the precious stones, okay. So from there, precious stones, one gets a sense of complete, of course, to the ancient Chinese, okay, in general, okay, without the precious jewel, life would not be complete. Okay? So that's the reason why a sense of complete is used implied here. So complete family, entire family. Okay, 家呢 has the house roof on the top, and then the image of a pig, okay, standing up. Okay, so it's a compound image of a house with pigs, okay, in a house, okay, and since pigs are commonly seen in China, okay, it's their major diet, so that's the reason why I chose pig, okay, to indicate the property of family, 全家 whole family. 在全家呢 you have the expression, okay, 一起呢 used as an adverb meaning all together. 起 literally means to get up, okay, and here is an adverb meaning all together. 过呢 is used as a verb here, meaning to pass, okay, pass time. 对，好，这一句汉娜翻一翻啊。
Today is the Mid-Autumn Festival.
对
Chinese people like the whole family together for the festival. Today, our together.
对, your voice was broken up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, that's actually the repetitive expression. 一起过 we 过呢 to pass the time, the holiday, or if you like, you can use a fancy word to celebrate. Okay, that would do too. 好，在下边一句 Perry 念念啊。
Is it the third sentence? Like
Third, yeah, third line.
Okay. 中秋节
Oh,
is it this one?
谢
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
没关系。
谢谢你，雨萍。今天我们可以了解一下中国人是怎么过中秋节的。中秋节有春节那么热闹吗？
对，很好。The part right after the first period 句点toward the middle you have the expression 一下 literally means one and down. Okay, and it's used as an adverb, as we just mentioned, meaning a little. It go down a little bit. That's what it means literally. Okay, and then you have the pattern, okay, ending with the d. Okay, it's used in the sentence, okay, to indicate, okay, in this case, okay, the way, okay, that is conducted, okay, celebrated. Okay. 在最后一句, the last sentence, we went over this one in the grammar section, is based on the pattern, okay, of comparison using to have, okay, indicating resemblance, or for the same matter, this resemblance, okay, but it doesn't indicate a degree of difference, okay. 好，这一部分 Harry 翻一翻啊。
So thank you, Yuping. Today, can we?
We can.
Oh, we can familiarize, like kind of like understand.
对。
How does the Chinese people spend their Mid-Autumn Festival?
对。
And then the second sentence is the Mid-Autumn Festival as, I guess, like popular or noisy as the Chinese New Year?
对, yeah, that's a sentence in the grammar section, okay. Or as celebrated, okay. 好，这个部分也没有什么问题。没什么问题，我们时间差不多要到了啊。Our time is up. 所以呢，我祝你们有一个愉快的周末。Have a good weekend, and again, 保重。Okay, look after yourself. 好，再见。
谢谢，再见。
好，多谢，再见。